All right, Shalom, Mike. And first and foremost, I want to give all praise honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Rakah, Kudash. I like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I like to say Shalom to the elect that teach His word in all true faith and sincerity. And today, I just want to title this lesson, the MOTB is reality. What's the MOTB? Is the chip, man. And we are seeing the steps that lean towards it becoming, mandatory for you to for you to continue in this society. And how we know is leaning towards that because everybody's talking about it. It's continually coming up. You know. So I just got this article, and it's from factcheck.org. And these are one of the websites, so-called, that Esau had put his stock into to so-called combat conspiracy theory, so-called. You know. So let's read a little bit. It says health sensors misconstrued as government tracking microchips. So as you can see, because as so-called white man is the devil, man. He'll tell you the truth in two lies. You see, microchip is now being in the talks, but it's not to track you. It's just to make sure you ain't sick, and that's what a sick person will tell you, man. It tells you this man would do things with all deceivableness. You know, so this is how he's gonna present it as a form of convenience, as coming in the name of health. You know. So it reads, let's go on the article a little bit. A digital device company is developing gel sensors that will monitor the wearer's health and could potentially help to detect future outbreaks of disease. It says, but conspiracy theorists are falsely claiming that the sensors are actually the ground detecting microchips that will be used to track people's movement. Which ultimately is going to, this man is, this is how he's going to track his cattle. Because to the elite, the people are known as goyim. It's cattle, man. But as you can see, they got to talk about the chip now. Even the devil himself got to talk about it. But he's presented as, like I said, coming in the name of health to make sure you ain't sick. But guess what? The chip is a reality, though. You can't say it ain't here. You can't say it's not on the news. You can't say people haven't gotten it, man. See, it's a reality. And a lot of niggas, especially the ones of the circus side, the ones that know they're Israelites, they're gonna really find out the hard way. Which, that's pretty. Matter of fact, before I continue on this article, let me just get one scripture before we go back to this article. Psalms 21 and 11. It reads, "For they intended evil against thee." See, when you intend something, meaning it's premeditated. And this man has been pretty much, dealing with these scientists and all this research to come up with this plan, this plot, this scheme. You know, dealing with this new world order. And one of the things that's on that list is to tag the people, man. And that way you have Esau that he will spend billions of dollars to find out what's the best place to put the chip at, and to to make it more smaller, and even he'll put a twist on it to draw niggas in. It lights up, and But it said they intended evil again, so that lets you know everything the so-called white man presents or package unto you as beneficial is really evil, man. And even he ain't gotta present it as beneficial, or he want to kill you overall. It says they imagined a mischievous device which they are not able to perform. See, so they imagine a mischievous device which it stars in their secret councils. And that device, see that word device ain't just there for nothing, man. Because we know, the word device, when you go into it, it means a plot or a scheme, especially in an evil manner. But also, why today in this modern time, when you hear the word device, it's something that's electronic. When you hear the word device, you think about a Bluetooth or something that got batteries in it, some shit you gotta plug up in the wall, you know. So that word device, cause it's gonna ultimately lead to a literal device, which is gonna be that thing, man. The MOTB. Which if you take that, the penalty of it is death, man. I've taken that thing. But it's a reality now. Like I said, it's in the news, it's in articles, people actually got it, you know. And it's gonna get to the point, it's gonna be in law, man. So let's go back to the article. It reads a California company called Profusa is using federal grant money, see, to develop sensors that will monitor the wearer's health if they choose to use it. See, so as you can see, it's a federal grant money, meaning the elites, because they paying them to come up with this device, man. Well, I said they intended evil. It's all premeditated. They spending so much billions of dollars to develop it and to package it to you as convenience, to sell it to you. Tell this man is he's wiser than Daniel, man. I would tell you, they compass a diligent search. This is all a ploy, a plot, a scheme to crown his enterprise a success, man. And when the last thing this nigga got to cross off the list, to tag everybody. And guess what? It's not gonna work. Cause now he talking about it before he really gotta bring it out. You know? That's why, just like this website in itself, this is one of those websites that Esau have pretty much spent money on, to so called combat conspiracy theory we just read in the beginning. You know? Conspiracy theory. That's what's stopping really is the Israelites, the prophets that's foiling his plans. Because we got a precept the bag of every move this nigga make, man. So it says Dr. Matt Helpburn, a Department of Defense infectious disease physician, mentioned the project in a 60 minutes episode reporting on various government projects aimed at ending the crown pandemic and preventing future outbreaks. So as you can see, they are working on getting that chip going, man, at the end of the day. See, that's what it's going to come down to. Because when that chip is mandated, when all hell break loose, and that thing is meant that everybody light about to change one way, form, or fashion. That fork in the road is coming up real fast. And reality gonna slap a lot of niggas in the face, man, at the end of the day. It says the show was careful to make clear that the device, see, that word device ain't there for nothing. Matter of fact, let's get another scripture where it said device. Well, like I said, it goes into secret plots and plans and schemes. But the perfection of this is a literal device that Esau will implement. So this 2 Corinthians 11:2, it reads, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, see? For we are not ignorant of his devices, see? So that lets you know what was going to combat the devil. Being in the know. You know what I mean? You know now. That's the reason why this nigga had an advantage of us from the beginning, from the jump. Because we was ignorant. We lack knowledge. But it tells you the spirit of the Lord, will rest upon us. We will stand upon our feet. This knowledge, this understanding, the script, this truth is what was going to overcome all this, man. But it said, for we are not ignorant of his devices, see? It was like I said, it's them plans, them plastic schemes with this man package unto you. These different ideologies and pitfalls, and it's just a rapper. That's part of a device that this man have overthrown us. LeBron James, that's another device. These different wayward doctrines. But also the perfection of that chip. We are not ignorant of those things now, man. We understand that that's the you pledging your allegiance to the devil fully. That's you you worshiping the image of the beast, and you submit it when you take that thing, man. What you see people the first step with that icky vicky, they showing their allegiance, but it's gonna be cemented with that chip. Yeah, I mean, so going back, it says the show was careful to make clear that the device is not some dreaded government microchip to track your every move. Why you gotta say that? It ain't like somebody just salty and they just hate the government so bad they just had to come up with a bunch of rumors. No, man. No, this is all spirit and power Yahweh Hashem outside. The Lord is exposing this man. And also it's being made known that the chip is a reality. Like I said, it ain't like we shooting from the hip. It ain't like you can't go to no article or hear a video. Somebody actually going to a chip party. It's a reality. It ain't like you making it up. We reading it now. On a website to so-called combat what we teach. This is a website that this devil is, like I said, put in money to one of many to combat the truth. That's why it's called factcheck.org. It lets you know this nigga's the liar, man. This nigga's a straight up liar. Why you gotta be fact checked? That lets you know it's something off about that. Because if it's true, you can't trump the truth. If 1 + 1 is 2, you can't tell me it's 3. I did the math. You know what I mean? So that's what you're seeing with the devil, man. He's been exposed. Now he got to talk about it at the end of the day. So let's see. It says I'm gonna jump down. It said, but still, the segment has become fodder for conspiracy theorists and misinformation profiteers who claim that it's evident of government plans to track people with microchips. See, which ultimately is gonna happen, man. At the end of the day, he ain't like said, motherfucker ain't shooting from the hip with this. It's evident that's what this thing get leaned toward. Just you actually being pricked with a needle shows you that's what he's heading toward. You continue in this society. You go into these certain businesses, these certain establishments for you to continue to have a job. You got to get pricked with that thing. So how much more when the thing come out, man? Which is that MOTB. This Revelation 13. I start at verse 15. And he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. See, so that you see this revived Roman Empire and everything that come with it, dealing all with the laws and legislations, to their political party, all the way down to the infrastructure. This wrong all over again, man. And it said that the image of the beast shall both speak, and you hear it now. Those draconian laws, and it caused that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. See, and we seeing that process now. Like I said, it's certain parts here in Babylon the Great right now. If you ain't got that the jab, you ain't get jabbed out. You gotta be fully jabbed with certain dealing with these certain spots as well. You can't go to the store. You can't get no job. Your various necessities now, not just you because you want to go to a bar. Your basic needs for life, your very necessities is being compromised. You know. So how much more when that chip come, man? Well, I said it's a reality, and it's gonna slap a lot of niggas in the face. Why? Because they didn't take heed to the message. It says, and he cause of all, which that word cause, you go into it, it goes into an ordinance, a decree. So this is actually going to be law. This is actually going to be a decree, a order that these Babylonians are going to have to take that thing. Matter of fact, let's see, y'all. Let's get some real quick. I think that's Psalm 12. This Psalms 12, verse 3. It said, "The Lord shall cut off all flattering lips." Matter of fact, I start at 1. It says, "Help, Lord, for the godly man ceaseth, for the faithful fell from among the children of men." It said, "They speak vanity, every one with his neighbor. With flattering lips and a double heart do they speak." And that's about the so-called white man. Because this is a sinister nigga, man, at the end of the day. He'll tell you one thing, and back in his mind, he's planning to overthrow you. Though I said he pretty much the two horns like a lamb, but when that nigga opened his mouth, he spake as a dragon. Oh, it also tells you that he do it good, he do it unwillingly, but at the last he would declare his wickedness, and we at the end now where the horns of the devil is about to be revealed. See, you finna see why the so-called white man is red. You're gonna see why that nigga red, man. Which red goes to caution and take heed. So you're gonna see, man. Which I say, and it's not all so-called white, because we understand it's some Israelites that look like so-called white people, But the Edomites, I just say that the Edomites, you're gonna realize, you're gonna see why them niggas red, man. You know what I mean? It said, "The Lord shall cut off all flattering lips, and the tongue that speak of proud things." And yeah, this man, he speak of proud things through his rhetoric, his media, but also his laws. Just one example is, this man knows about Leviticus 20 and 13, but he turn around, he'll even, swear on the Bible, he'll swear a president in, on the Bible, but turn around and set forth laws and legislation protecting the LGBTQT, man. So that's the tongue they speak of proud things, because this man don't think there's gonna be repercussions from doing that, man. As well as other things. It says, "Who have said, with our tongue we prevail." See? Our lips are our own, who is Lord over us, see? So they're going to set forth laws and legislations to keep the people in the region, and that's going to be by the way of that thing, man. The RFID microchip, which is the MOTB, which we reading now. Read Revelation 13 and 16 again. And he calls it all, both small and great. See, rich and poor, friend bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. The charagma, man. Which that's a literal. See, the devil at the end, it ain't like at the end of the movie, he's spiritual all of a sudden. No. This is a carnal mark, man. You know what I mean? It's actually you actually gonna be implanted with a device for you to continue in this society, man. You know? That's what's taking place, and we seeing the steps to that. See, the jab is just a prelude of what's about to take place, man. That emerald is a reality. The thing is a reality, man. And Jake, like I said, reality gonna slap niggas in the face, man. Cause they took it light. They didn't take heed to the warning. They didn't acknowledge the signs the Lord told us to look for, man. It said, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So we're in the land of traffic. That's where everything is centered around. So if you ain't taking it, you can't be in this society. And we seeing the steps of that, like I said, that line being drawn in the sand. You got the jab versus the unjab. But even in the unjab, it's gonna be separation made in that. Because ultimately the prophet is gonna be pointed out because of the information we have. We have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. That's who the dragon really is gonna come after, man. But at the end of the day, just getting back to the point of the video, the chip is reality, man. The MOTB, that is reality. Ain't like I said, ain't like we shooting from the hip. Ain't like like I said, you just hoping you shooting in the dark. You just hope you hit something. No, it's articles, it's videos, it's people actually telling you they got it. It's actually video, people actually scanning and buying some chips. Just like now, you might have somebody with a crown card, verification card to enter into these grocery stores. Well, that's just a prelude of what's about to take place, man. So yeah, I just hope we're edifying. Want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rakakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Lady say Shalom to the elect that teach word and our true faith and sincerity. DTA on Bible Ball. Soon, very soon.